Alright guys, welcome in. Give me a minute here. We have some major earth stuff going on. Devastating tornadoes. Insane sun weather. We're going to try to pop this morning show off. Give me just a couple minutes here to set this up. Really didn't get a lot of time to get this set up, man. I woke up and seen all this crap going on. So I figure I need to jump on here real quick and give a heads up. So just give me 1 minute here. And we'll get rolling. I'll get the chat going and all that stuff. Doing a little better this morning. Been a rough 3 days, I can tell you that. But yeah, we got some major tornado outbreaks. We got at least 14 people dead. Still tons of people in the path of the destruction. We got some of the most insane, unexpected sun weather that hit. And if you watch the 16-day forecast, I warned about every bit of this in the exact areas. And here it is. It's all hitting at the same time. All right, where's my chat? Okay, there's chat. Let me just check here. Active warnings. So right now we just have severe thunderstorms, but we've had some major tornado damage. Mississippi, other places, this stuff's still just rolling on in. And let me get this playing here. So we got tornado warnings in Arkansas. There was some in Louisiana. Mississippi got hammered. Now they're rolling into Alabama. Tennessee, they're going to be hitting over in the Carolinas. We got big old beams coming out of Nevada, beaming the storm all the way from Nevada all the way over to the storms herself. Yeah, it's pretty much past that, but later today you're going to have to watch out through Kentucky and the Carolinas because it's going to clear out, and then you're going to get hit some more. So let me read this article here real quick. I just have it on my phone. So we had catastrophic Mississippi tornadoes leave at least 14 dead amid a 100+ mile path of destruction. The twister began its terrifying march in the town of Rolling Fork, Mississippi, where a tornado emergency, the most dire tornado alerts, was issued. Storm spotters reported the tornado was at least a mile wide as it approached the town. Oh man, I hit the dang button. Let me, trying to get down to the rest of the article. Live Storms Media said he and his storm chaser partners rescued several people from the rubble of a restaurant after the tornado tore through Rolling Fork Friday night. At least 2 massive catastrophic tornadoes ripped through Mississippi Friday night, striking a devastating blow to several towns, stretching over 100 miles. Fears the death toll will climb much higher. So we got that going on. And we said they were going to be nighttime tornadoes, and here they are, right in the worst time when nobody can really see them. Here's our updated stuff here. So pray for the people out here, man. It's going to be a big pickup. Yeah, look at these beams coming out of Nevada shooting right over towards the storm. You can see they got the radars cranked up trying to push that storm up to the north. But it's still just rolling right through. We got the cold front. The heavier air pushing it on through. And let me check the watches and warnings again. So definitely some big time storms going on right now. So if you're in the path of these things, let me bring up the Texas weather radar. See if it shows us the some of the paths here. It's still something is weird going on. You know, all our lakes are filling up. We've had to have water rescues and stuff here in Missouri. We've got people who've died from the floods, getting stuck out in the floods. But the other thing is, I'm noticing, and this is so weird, is we've had all this rain, but yet the ponds aren't filling up. The lakes are filling up. But the pond, my pond has not rose 1 millimeter. There's no leaks or nothing. It's like the ground is just sucking all this stuff up. It's crazy. And then I notice the polar vortex flip is almost a month early. And of course, we got the major unexpected sun weather that's brought auroras all the way down to New Mexico. So we got a lot of stuff going on right now. We also have the SBX-1 launching out from Hawaii, which we'll get into that here in a minute. Strong winds. Circulation. All right, we'll check this again here in a little bit. Get that shut down. We watched the whole setup of this thing. So on top of this, we got let's check out some of the stuff that's going on with the sun. Look at this aurora. Let me zoom in on that. That was the aurora forecast, man. I have never ever seen it that huge. A severe disturbance in the Earth's magnetic field. We'll get into this here. Let's go ahead. And everything is running so slow, the internet is just barely crawling. I'm surprised we're even streaming right now. Everything has been running so slow. And it could be because I'm on the satellite internet and all this space weather is just messing with it. Look at the charts, man. We're way up there. We're at K4, unexpected. We can see where the warning threshold is. We got blackouts. I mean, this is pretty close to seeing we got earthquakes going on. Look at some of the pictures of the auroras coming out. It's North Dakota. I mean, just insane stuff here. Can't remember if I had some pictures on my page here. We also got the SBX-1 rolling out from Hawaii, which we'll look into. I mean, look at the crazy. Look at that. I mean, insane stuff hitting our magnetosphere. This is from like 20,000 feet up. And when you got the reds, man, that's intense. Our solar winds are way up. We're at 534 kilometers a second. We had a severe geomagnetic storm. Forecasters did not see this one coming. On March 23rd, 24th, aurora spread into the United States as far south as New Mexico. During a severe Category 4 geomagnetic storm, the most intense in nearly 6 years. The cause of the storm is still unclear. It may have been a ripple effect from a near-miss CME on March 23rd. For about 30 minutes, the auroras danced and shimmered in the sky around Yellowstone National Park. First time seeing them, he says, unbelievable. Another notable mid to low latitude sighting was made in Virginia, Colorado, Missouri, Colorado again, Nebraska, North Carolina. And of course, I didn't get to see it because we were totally cloud covered with the aerosols. This one was took over in Montana, South Dakota, Washington State, Idaho, Scotland. It's called a STEVE, the thermal emission velocity enhancement. It looks like an aurora, but it's not. It's a phenomenon caused by 3,000 Celsius ribbons of gas flowing through the Earth's magnetosphere, going past 13,000 miles an hour. These ribbons appear during strong geomagnetic storms, revealing themselves in the soft purple glow. The remarkable, surprising storm began on March 23rd when the magnetic fields in space suddenly shifted. In the jargon of space weather forecasting, tip south pointing magnetic fields can open a crack in the magnetosphere, and that's what happened. Our Earth shields are down right now for almost 24 hours, allowing all this solar wind to penetrate into the Category 4. These developments caused the close passage of an unexpected CME, and the storm could have left the sun around the 2021st. But the data is sparse because it's kind of messed up. And another solar radio burst at night, which was an M-class shortwave radio burst. And this was over Florida. So we got some crazy stuff here. Come take a look at the sunspots. Now, I filmed this sunspot several days ago, or it might have been this one. But yeah, we're definitely, I haven't seen the sun in days, maybe a week. Well, right around, I think I filmed it around the 18th. Was the last time I seen the sun. And this has come out on a tweet. The sea-based X-band radar SBX-1, a floating self-propelled mobile active electronically scanned array early warning radar system leaving Pearl Harbor on the 23rd. Could this have anything to do with some of this stuff? This remains to be seen. And then, coming out of the DEFCON level warning system for today, we are now in DEFCON 3. What they're saying, let me get down here. This is all propaganda. North Korea has claimed that it tested a nuclear-capable underwater attack drone with the ability to create a radioactive wave or a tsunami capable of taking out naval strike groups and ports. A translated statement by North Korea said that the test was due to intentional, persistent provocation joint war drills between the United States and South Korea and around the Korean Peninsula, which is driven by the military political situation. So anyway, they raised it up to 3, and we always talk about, man, that's one way they could pull something off is by a tsunami weapon. Nobody would know the difference. They could call it an earthquake and bring a tsunami in on the West Coast or Hawaii or anywhere. But this is mainly propaganda and saber rattling. Let's take a look at the atmospheric river. It looks like they've done a block, and now the atmospheric river is running backwards how it was going into California. And then all of a sudden this little middle part now has suddenly changed directions. It's flowing backwards from all the rest of the flow. So something's going on right here too. And then the polar vortex is flipping about a month early. We're on right now. We can see there is no polar vortex winds hardly at all. Way up around here, if we spin it down, they're all congregating to the south. If we go to the time zone, if we go back to last year, this happened more in April. Here, I got to put it on there. So we're almost a month ahead of the polar vortex flip. So this would be next month. Last year, all the polar vortex would be down to the bottom. So right now we're almost a month ahead of this thing flipping. So that's kind of weird. Let's check this again. Doesn't seem like this thing's updating very good. Check the Texas radar again. If I can find it. Yeah, my voice won't hold out very long, so I got to go kind of short on these morning shows. I am getting a little better, though. We did some changing of medications, and it seems to be helping. Well, if I can find... There it is. Yeah, the medications get me pretty dizzy, but once it wears off, I'm okay. So look at all these watches and warnings. So it's going to be a pretty busy weather day, weather night, and then later today it's going to be a little bit worse. So I should be able to pop on later tonight. I almost did last night, but I had my last, I don't even start with that, Peterson. But last night I just couldn't do it. It was my last doctor visit. So hopefully tonight I'll be good to go. Yeah, when I take this medication in the morning, it gets me really dizzy, so I gotta let that kind of wear off. Anyway, so anybody in the path of this stuff here, man, just heads up. Especially with the sun going and all that stuff. And it's really weird. I can't get none of this stuff to really load right or play the movies because the internet is so screwed up. I don't know if anybody out there is having the same problems. Like everything, they're missing all kinds of data. And most likely it's all from these crazy sun stuff going off. And I'm just trying to figure this out here. But yeah, I should be able to get on a little later tonight. And we will go back over all this stuff and try to figure out what's going on with all that. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff, man. It's over Alaska. Look at the colors of that. Southern Montana. My sister caught that explosion of the meteor or the satellites or whatever it was. Which I'll try to dig that video she took of it up. Go ahead and jump out of that. Anyway, a lot of stuff coming at us, guys. If you're feeling weird, man, the solar wind with the hole in the ionosphere, you know, you're going to be able to feel some weird stuff. Yeah, and I filmed these sunspots, so for you guys out there that think you know what you're talking about, you really don't. You're just blabbing. And here, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I took, which is a basic camera and a basic filter. Yeah, it looks like I filmed the sun on the 18th. Actually, I'm pretty sure I filmed it on the 19th too. Let me just see what this one looks like. Yeah, it's a blurry one. Yeah, I'm still trying to get my filters dialed in and stuff. That's really not the one I wanted. Yeah, here's a little closer views of the sunspots that I took on the 19th. Now I can adjust this to make it look a little better. If I can remember how to do it. Somehow I can make it look better, but these are live shots that I took of them sunspots when they were over on the edge. So the sunspots are real, and you can film them yourself. So to say it's not 93 million miles away, you don't know what you're talking about. Who knows where you get your information, but you can film this stuff and figure it out yourself. Pretty sure I had a close-up. Well, here's a full version of the sun. I can kind of crank these up and kind of adjust the colors a little bit. I think I need to use a different camera. I got a couple different cameras that... Anyway, that's them. And then I took one with just a factory camera with a filter on it. And I can't zoom in on it. I don't know how to zoom in. You can see the sunspot there at the bottom. So they're up there. Just got to do the the work yourself. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off before I lose my voice totally. And we will try to get on tonight. Well, if something really big pops off and I'm around, I'll jump on here and do a little alert. And we'll kind of keep track of these storms. Anyway, guys, armor on, man. They're throwing the kitchen sink at us again. Definitely keep your eyes to the skies, especially if you're in the path of these storms. Anyway, guys, armor on. Pray for all the people in the path of these storms. Send them some armor so they can get through this. This will be a long journey for these people down here. I'm afraid when it gets daylight, we're going to see some mega damage and stuff. Anyway, guys, much love out there. Armor up. Thanks everybody out there that helps us. And we will be giving away a telescope pretty soon. Another one. Still working on it. I just want to use it one time and then I'm going to give it away. But I'm not done fixing the observatory to get it up there to try to do the one film with it. Yeah, there's at least 14 dead now. Anyway, guys, much love out there. Be safe. Don't drive into the water, man. We got people missing already from the floodwaters here in Missouri, Texas, Kentucky, Mississippi. I mean, these are rain bombs coming down. Let me see if I can... Yeah, I can't really toggle that off. Anyway, guys, much love out there. Be safe. I'm out of here. We'll catch you a little bit later. Much love.